Hi YouTube, as promised we're going to do a bit of an in-depth look on my first C, which is my cutting tool. As explained previously, this is a K-Bar Becker BK2, and what I've done different to this knife to when you get it is I have added the EC sheath pouch to it. I've added a Light My Fire Perseum rod, and that's just got a bit of elastic through it which allows it to be slotted in, stretched over the top and out so I can't lose it. I've added a bit of reflective orange paracord. This is a knock-off paracord, but it does have a 3M reflective weave in it, so at night when you hit that with your torch it does actually light up quite well. The bright orange again helps. The reason the knife lanyard is that length is I can put my hand through it, grab it in various forms, but the main reason I like it is I can put my thumb through it, wrap it around my hand, if I can go the right way, get a good grip on my knife and allows chopping. I also like it because I can do that, and I can also put the handle through it in various forms. If I undo this sheath, I have to say the sheath that comes with it, actual Kydex part of the sheath is very good. I don't particularly like this flimsy sort of webbing part of it, but the retention on it is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, I'm pulling on that there with some force and it just isn't coming out. It does have this little chamfered part there. If you push your thumb on it, it makes it so much easier to get out. So get out, grab the knife, push your thumb on it and pull the knife out. As you can see, it's being well used and abused, this knife. Okay, when it comes, this blade is blackened by the very tip edge, which is silver. Also what I've done mine is put a piece of bicycle inner tube around it, which aids gripping it, especially when it's wet, so it's quite slick. Also on mine, the black plastic handles that came with it, I think it's called Grivery, the handles, had a ever so slight lip on it over the top of the blade, and that actually hurt my hand a little bit, and I figured overuse that caused blisters. Last thing you want when you're bushcrafting is an injury to your hand. So by putting that on, I kind of ruled it out. I took the black coating off as best I can. As you can see, this knife needs a lot of work done to that blade. That's going to come on another video. It needs a lot of TLC. There's a little chunk out of it there. Considering how badly I have used and abused this knife, then that is the only damage to it. It's phenomenal, it speaks volumes. I've battened wood with this, spliced wood, made feather sticks, stuck it in the side of the tree, knee height, and stood on it so I can reach something higher up in a branch. Being in and out of fires, knocking things off. It has been really abused. But as you can see, that blade is very thick. It is a very heavy knife. This is probably, in my opinion, the best 1-2 option you can get. It does everything well. It chops well, it does fine carving well, it does skinning well. It's as Dave Canterbury would say, it is a good enough knife. Does it chop as well as an axe? No, it doesn't. An axe is designed for chopping. This is designed as a 1-tool option, so an axe is far superior. Is it as good as my skinning knife for skinning? No. My skinning knife is designed solely for skinning. This is designed as a 1-tool option. Is it as good as a Mora for wood carving? No, a Mora is slightly better, but my Mora is designed for small wood carvings. This is designed as a 1-tool option. It does have a small pommel on the end, which is used for hammering. Do that a minute. The other knives, you break it. It is full tang. As you can see, it goes all the way through the handle. It's one giant piece of metal with the handles bolted on either side and epoxied in. There is 2 hollows through the blade and through the handle where you can put a wet wire cube if you wished, but that would mean undoing the screws and carrying something to undo those screws in the field to get it out, or smashing your screws. Either way, I don't want to do that. Let's just put that back in the sheath. Yeah, that snap there. Like I say, the retention on that is absolutely phenomenal. It is a bit tight with the rubber on there, but it's something I live with. Now this sheath is just bolted on with 4 little screws, there, and the same on the other side, there and there. And that bolts to the empty holes that's already here. The sheath pouch itself is great. I think it costs £20, which yes, it is a bit of a rip off for what it actually is, but it's got a Velcro bit. As you can tell, I don't undo this, but trust me, you can figure out, move the Velcro around, you can make this longer if you need to. I've never found a need yet. It comes with an all metal tin, that's silver. I've replaced it with this tin, exactly the same size as a small Altoids tin. And I have 3 sections of bicycle inner tube or Ranger bands. That covers the hinges. On the other tins, on this tin it is used just to hide this. I'll slide this out and show you the contents. That there is the top's dog tag signal mirror. Keep that in there. And as I said, 3 of these. These can be used with a lighter, and they will give off lots of black smoke, which will contrast you really well. Again, there's them hinges I mentioned. Inside I have a magnifying glass, that's 6 power. I have 2 wet fire cubes. I have some char cloth. I have 2.5 micro inferno. Some cotton wool. Cotton wool's really in there just to stop it bashing around. I have some jute. It's actually in the house at the minute, but I also have an orange Bic lighter. I just fits down the side there. It's the Bic lighter with the wet fire, it's instant fire. The ferro rod with the char cloth and micro inferno will light up as well. The solar power can light the char cloth if needs be as well. But that little tin itself, yeah, it's not the lightest tin. It's not as light as if it was empty. But what it does for me more than makes up for the slight weight it carries. Okay. It's a bit of a faff to put these on nice and neat. And I'm sure there's going to be an easier way, and someone's going to say, ha, let's watch him struggle when he could have done this. If that's the case, please feel free to speak up, because I don't like struggling. I'd much rather someone say, hey buddy, there's an easier way of doing this, try it this way, than just sit and laugh at me. By all means, sit and laugh for a few minutes first before telling us, but please tell me in the end. Let's put the last one on there. Cover that hinge. Cover that hinge. And I'll just slide underneath. And that goes in the pouch I saw. I have the 4-knife and DC4 knife sharpener in my knife maintenance kit. That's slightly too big to place in here. However, the DC3 by 4-knife and the slightly smaller one fits in absolutely perfectly. I do have a friend who's got one of these, and what he's done is drew around the inside of the lid of the tin, use that as a template, and cut out different sandpapers, and made his own little knife sharpening kit, which he keeps behind his tin. He doesn't keep a fire kit in his tin, he's got like a little survival kit in. But here's my knife. With this knife I can make shelter, I can process firewood, I can dig out logs, I can make fire. This knife alone allows me to do everything I need. Would I change it? Yeah, I've had to go with the Pathfinder one knife. It is very different. It can be, I suppose, compared as another 1-2 option. They're both kind of in that field. Too large to be an everyday carry knife, purely for just the final wood carving tasks. Too big for skinning, too small for chopping. But as a 1-2 option, they are very, very good knives, and I prefer the Pathfinder knife over this. For the simple fact, it's about 150-200 grams lighter than this. The downside is this pouch doesn't fit with the Pathfinder system. I have to figure out a new way of doing that, maybe just a new sheath. But that is my cutting device, which is the BK2.